I've always mentioned this in all of my platforms and all of my workshops that leadership involvement in culture transformation or in just culture in general is very, very important.
It's adamant, yes.
The tagline that I always use is that culture eats strategy for breakfast. The DNA of every culture is actionable education. The architects are leaders. So one of the things that we're going to conduct at the DNB Academy is what we call the leadership development programs. The reason for this session today is to talk about what's in store, right?
What's next?
What's next? So we've come up with about 15 initiatives.
Wow.
Yes, 15 initiatives.
This looks very exciting.
It is extremely exciting.
I'm looking forward to Q2. Mr. Haytham.
Me too. Hello, everyone. I'm sitting here with Manya talking about the recent developments of the culture transformation journey that we embarked on about 5 months ago. Manya, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me, Haytham.
Thank you. So I've always mentioned this in all of my platforms and all of my workshops that, leadership involvement in culture transformation or in just culture in general is very, very important.
It's adamant, yes.
It's 100%.
Absolutely.
And no matter how strong leadership is in strategy, the tagline that I always use is that culture eats strategy for breakfast. So that's why we're here today talking about what are the updates.
I want to actually get an update from you because you started this transformation journey for us about 6 months ago.
Yep. Yeah.
Or less.
5 months ago.
5 months ago.
Correct. Yes.
And I actually would like to get an update on how's the program going overall and what have you seen different from day one versus today?
Well, it's been an interesting journey. I think the biggest change is that you can almost feel the energy a little bit more palpable at the office. There's been a lot of changes and structure changes. But one of the biggest things that we've established is that we've run these very important surveys, the training needs analysis, which then it has helped us now put together the DNB Academy, and which is going to be released hopefully after Eid.
Fantastic.
We've run a very important employee engagement survey, which was then followed by engagement focus groups to get more engagement and more feedback from our team members as to what are those changes that need to happen.
But I have a question particular to the Academy for you. Because I remember you had these 12 building blocks and you always presented to us the key milestones of where we want to achieve.
Correct.
But one thing that was very close to your heart was the Academy.
Correct.
Tell me why.
Well, the DNA of every culture is actionable education. So take a look at the building blocks. The foundation is actionable education, where people get developed, trained, coached on how to become better team members, better managers, better sales coaches.
Yeah.
So that's the foundation. So if actionable education is the foundation, the architects are leaders. So one of the things that we're going to conduct at the DNB Academy is what we call the leadership development programs to make sure that the leaders and the team managers are stewards of the culture.
Absolutely.
That's very, very important.
And when you did these, you also created these focus groups of meeting with our employees from every level.
Correct.
You didn't just focus on the leadership, but you focused on across board every grade of employee within the system.
That's correct.
So what happened during those focus group meetings with employees?
Well, what we've done is once the employee engagement surveys were out, the results were out, we've identified 10 areas of improvement based on the survey. The focus groups were designed to get input and feedback from team members and employees. So what we've done is we've given them, these are the things that you've spoke about. You have spoken, now tell us, what do you think we should do about it? The sessions were extremely engaging, and the beautiful thing about it is that there was a lot of repetition from one group to another, which indicates that the organization is really focusing on things that are very clearly important to them. And that's what it leads us to the third, and the reason for this session today is to talk about what's in store, right?
What's next?
What's next? So we've come up with about 15 initiatives.
Wow.
Yes, 15 initiatives. So one of the initiatives is, I'm going to just list them very
Sure.
quickly, and we'll be, of course, announcing these in the town hall, in the next quarter town hall meeting. And of course, once that kickstarts, it starts to feed into the culture change. It creates a lot of excitement and a lot of, most of all, engagement. And of course, that all of these are going to play into the 12 building blocks, which means for the next 2 years, once all of those initiatives are in action, the 12 building blocks will continue to become in place. So one of the things we're doing, I'm going to listen very, very quickly. We're going to do quarterly culture heroes. These are the culture ambassadors at DMB, and we're going to celebrate them and reward them. There is a power breakfast, and we spoke about that with senior management on a weekly basis, where a handful of employees will be invited to just to have a breakfast and to catch up with senior management. Because one of the things that management was asking, or the employees were asking about, is we need more access to management, and that creates a platform to share ideas and to sometimes talk about life. It doesn't have to be anything about business. We are going to run a leadership development program for managers and team leaders where we can teach them coaching skills. Again, one of the biggest feedback we're receiving is that I need more time with my manager. And what we've noticed that most managers are directive rather than engaging. So we're going to run that program starting in June, an extensive 6-month program on leadership development and coaching skills. We are going to run also workshops on effective meeting management. A lot of meetings here happening, and a lot of sometimes times being wasted in essence. So we're going to structure meetings in a way where meetings are efficient and quick. There's something called Hash It Out with Haitham, which is a monthly 2-hour session of just one-on-one. Call it mentoring, call it coaching, call it just hash it out. I'll be there to offer a shoulder and an ear for employees once a month for 2 hours. There's Feng Shui Fridays, because, well-being and work-life balance was one of the issues that was part of this survey. So we're going to do like yoga sessions and other things that has to do with mind, body, and soul. Based on your directive, we are launching BIG and the Knowledge Cafe, which I think it's a fantastic idea to...
By our innovation group.
Yes, by our innovation group, is to create a think tank and engagement of people to contribute to the organization and get acknowledged for those ideas as well. We are also putting together an idea or suggestion box on both the first floor and the 13th floor for people to write down things on the fly.
Nice.
There's going to be additional team building programs for the employees, which were extremely successful.
I want to be part of the next one.
You should attend one, yes, absolutely. And of course, one of the things I've repeated over and over again was like, hey, I need some advice on how to handle my money. So we're bringing in a financial advisor to run a mini workshop.
Especially because of the nature of our business.
Absolutely. I think people are here to make money and to become affluent. And I think
financial advising is very important.
Yes. The DMB Academy we were talking about is going to be launched shortly after Eid. And this is when the rubber meets the road. We'll start to deliver these fantastic training programs all the way from the super agents all the way down to customer service and other sales related topics. We have something called the Culture Carousel, which is going to happen on a quarterly basis, where people from different countries come and display their food and their culture.
Nice.
And there is the new reward and recognition program, which is going to be launched. And finally, we are putting together the new culture steering committee to start to really move things quickly and efficiently.
Fantastic.
And I want to thank you for all the support.
This looks very exciting.
It is extremely exciting.
I'm looking forward to Q2, Mr. Haitham.
Me too. And I want to thank you for your support. Thank you, Team DNB, for being such an awesome supporter.
Thank you, Haitham, for being with us.
Let's innovate together.
Exactly. Let's go to the next level.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks.